Hello and good morning. That's what I'll recommence tidying the shack this morning. Thought I'd make a quick short video. One of my favourite amateur radio operators is Adam G7CRQ. Does a lot of field work and makes very interesting videos, and also some topical videos as well. So do check out his channel. That's Adam G7CRQ. But the other day he put this video up, 2-meter beacon watch, and here we can see he's tuned to 1444820. We look at the VHF beacon page, microwavers.org. We can see that is gb3vhf, Golf Bravo 3 Victor Hotel Foxtrot. And this is a really, for me, it's an interesting beacon. Beacons is not something I've ever done before, but I found it really interesting. So I'm right down here in IO9 TBS, and as you know, VHF, UHF communications tend to be line of sight and generally quite localised, you know. So I'm lucky enough to live near the Isle of Wight repeater, and that gets me across the whole of the south coast. So it's very, very good. But simplex, yeah, mostly 2 meters, unless the conditions are brilliant. I'm local, so it's interesting to be able to monitor gb3vhf. On the rather good gb3vhf page, it tells you how you can monitor gb3vhf in JT65B mode. Now here it describes how to do it in the older WSJT, which has been superseded now by WSJTX, which includes these modes with slightly different configuration, but nevertheless still decodable. If we have a look, here's my IC705, tuned to 144.428.6 USB data mode. So you can do it in CW as well, but I find that receiving JT65B, USB is the way to go. Inside of WSJTX, we go to File, Settings, and we do enable VHF and sub-mode features. We do the tolerance to 500, RX to 800, and sub-mode B in JT65 mode. With that, we can then start receiving gb3vhf and getting some propagation results. So I've got the time and then the amount of decibels that are coming through. So -12, -15, and it is interspersed with other messages which I need to do some more work on. But it is interesting to see the propagation values. So look, there's a nice -5 there, -1. So it's good to be able to like measure the changes in propagation on a known beacon, so I can actually see how the 2-meter band is going. So I'm not sure if there are other beacons that do the same thing, but yeah, gb3vhf really interesting and good to use the data section of the 2-meter band for something practical. So obviously a lot of use of 2 meters is like on, as I said earlier, little 77s I should say as well. It is on repeaters. There are simplex nets. I for myself enjoy the 2-meter net we have in our local club here, Paul Radio Society. It happens on Monday night. But even then, you know, I struggle with hearing everyone. But still, Good to use this data mode, and thanks again to Adam for the really interesting video that started this all off. Also, I'm using a new Linux distro. Thought I'd give this one a try. It's quite interesting. So I've never used it before, but I googled around Linux distros for laptops, and Manjaro come up, and it's like it's completely different package management to both CentOS and Red Hat. When you build stuff, when you go to install stuff, it actually builds it, which is quite interesting. So it grabs it from source and builds it, which takes time. But then when you run the applications, they're I would say lightning fast, and the whole laptop operates really quickly. So yeah, maybe that might be something if you've got a spare PC or virtual machine, you want to have a look at a different Linux distribution, Manjaro. I'm certainly sticking with this. So far it's done a really good job. I've got all my ham radio applications on there. I'll be sticking with this for the foreseeable future, at least on the laptop. Anyway, I think I was going to try and keep this one short, but thanks again. Hope you're all enjoying your hobby, your amateur radio, and take care, stay safe, and 70 peace. 2 Echo 0 Foxtrot Whiskey Echo.